Hey y'all, real quick, man. I just want to forewarn y'all. The video y'all about to watch is like legit racist as fuck, man. And it had me questioning a lot of shit myself just based on motherfuckers' attitudes and who said what to whom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this video is gonna be received, but I wanted to watch it with y'all and see y'all's thoughts, man. So watch at your own risk. Peace. Hey. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video right now, but I'm pretty sure I will have something that's gonna get y'all's attention because this shit is crazy. Let's go. Yeah, man, I literally just walked through the door, got home from work. It is like 8, 9 in the morning. I gotta go fucking take my nap, but I gotta fucking post this shit, man. Especially given all the crazy shit going on in regards to fucking Eminem being white and motherfuckers not liking him. But this ain't even about Eminem, but this is stemming from Eminem because they put this clickbaitish ass title on this motherfucker, bruh. But I'm just gonna dive into this bitch real quick. Oh, fuck, hold on. What up, Night Nation? It's your boy Stevie Knight. About to get on these motherfucking things, you feel me? What's good, my Patreon family? What's cracking with y'all, man? Road to 1 million has begun. Hit that subscribe button, man. Patreon family, love y'all, appreciate y'all, thank y'all for being here. If you think about signing up, go ahead and sign up. It's lit. All right, we got that shit out the way, man. But yeah, the whole Royce situation, Dave Mays, that motherfucker Mouse and all that shit on this Clubhouse app, right? And I was listening to like the first few seconds of it just to make sure it wasn't clickbaitish. And legit is they sound like they are really putting this energy out there. Do white people belong in hip hop? Van Lathan, MC Search, King Los is on here, that motherfucker Mouse Jones and more. I don't know all the other motherfuckers. I just remember Mouse and all that crazy shit this motherfucker was talking. So yeah, this shit finna piss everybody. Y'all just gonna be triggering as hell, but we about to get through this motherfucker. I'm about to listen to it. Y'all about to listen to it. Y'all already know what's fucking nonsense, but shit, let's go. Let's see what this motherfucker, let's see what these fools is talking about. And it's Chatty House. I don't know who the fuck is Chatty House, but they is airing everybody's dirty laundry out. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, lit, hold on, lit. Come with respect, bro. You can't come crazy, bro. Come on.
No.
No. You told me you wanted to talk to him, but don't disrespect little bro.
Hold on, I'm resetting the room, guys. Listen. Yeah. This room has been a lot of important conversation, a lot of important opinions, and a lot of important standpoints. We need to keep this conversation respectful. I feel like everybody has been so far. So lit, I understand if you're passionate about something that Mouse is saying, and Mouse, I understand sometimes you get passionate, but let's just keep the respect thing because we have a lot of people here that need this information and these perspectives. So let's just keep it respectful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. We on the app. You feel me? Like, yeah, we on the app.
I'm just trying to keep it cordial for
it's
everybody.
All good. Let him loose. Let him loose. I want him to have
let him loose.
Go ahead, get back to it. You said hip hop don't fuck with rats. In action. Go ahead.
He said action.
This nigga's so stupid. Like,
come on, lit.
Wait, where did he go? He ain't lit no more?
He finishing his.
He might be on the phone or something. He here though.
Yeah, he probably away from his phone. And then when he come back, just let him get crazy. But hey, like I was saying before he came on,
what you gotta say about that?
Before he came on, like I was saying, that's the issue. I don't want it to get pinned down on rappers. I'm talking about all white people in the culture that don't step lightly.
You gonna listen or you gonna let me talk?
He back. Go ahead.
What does that mean?
It's like this, bro. Me and Glass was just talking about this. You feel me? It's not on you, it's in you. Hip hop ain't on you, it's in you. And people talk about do white people belong in hip hop. It's not a race thing, bro. It's a you thing. It's either you not or you are. Facts. The reason I'm saying you not hip hop is hip hop don't hate on niggas like you hate on niggas. Hip hop don't just talk about niggas like you talk about niggas. And I've been in a few rooms and all you do is talk about niggas, bro. Nah. Cause this
Go ahead.
You wouldn't have no fucking diss records, bro.
But look, this is the difference between a diss record and what this nigga's doing. A diss record is, nigga, I got a problem with you. Look, a diss record is, you gonna let me finish or you gonna talk, nigga?
Let the man talk.
God damn, cuz. Look, a diss record is, I got a problem with you, I'm addressing you by myself. I'm not addressing a bunch of other people. That's what bitches do. Respectfully. You feel me? You talking to a whole bunch of people, but is you gonna say it to these niggas' faces? And
Yes.
will have you said it to these
Yes.
niggas' faces? So you
Yes.
gonna walk up to him and tell him that he got no place in hip hop? I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah, he
so.
would.
But look,
Yeah, he
look,
would.
look.
Look,
No, wait.
but
Nobody.
no, but here's the real thing, bro. Is like I said, it's not that white people don't belong in hip hop. It's that nigga, all music is ours. If you look at it at any angle, bro, rock and roll is ours. Rest in peace, Chuck Berry. Jazz is
It was
ours.
Chuck Berry didn't
Blues
start
is
it.
ours.
Actually, Mother Rosetta started it. But
Did I say he started it, nigga, or did I say rest in peace, Chuck Berry? God
but you said
damn,
it
bro.
because you thought he started it. I heard it. But okay.
Nah, you assuming shit like a bitch again, respectfully.
Yo, this
No, no.
kryptonite,
Look.
bro.
I got you.
Hey,
Come
yo,
on.
Hold on. You can't call nobody a bitch and then say
Yes, he,
respectful.
yes, he
Yeah, bro.
can
Come on, man.
because it's an app. We on an app, so he could say all of that. We on an app. Bring him
Doesn't
back up.
make it respectfully though.
Bring him back up. Stop
Let the
moving him.
dialogue ensue, bro. Come on.
Stop move. I gotta bring him up. Don't move him. Like
Nah,
okay,
y'all,
but
y'all,
listen. How
You
about
can
Because
this?
kick
because
him
Mouse
out.
gonna get his chance to respond, bro.
Nah,
Y'all
nah,
gotta
nah.
let him get his
That's
shit
fair.
off.
Focus on the conversation.
This shit sounds
your
a little
glasses.
bit.
That's your
This
man.
shit, nah, but
I know Liddy from around the way, but that's
So
not
no.
it sounds
that's
personal,
not the
guys.
energy.
This is
But look, no.
personal
I
right now.
want to ask because I can't ask him because they keep throwing him off the stage. He Mexican?
What does it
I don't
matter?
know.
Is he black?
I thought he was black.
Hey,
Hey,
bring him up.
when we bring him, when we bring him
Bring
back
him
up,
up.
Mouse.
Yeah, that's. I want y'all.
Oh,
I never want him to leave, but I
Yo, I
wanted to
met
ask
him
him.
one time. I thought he was like a light skinned black dude, right?
Yo,
No?
What?
Well, I don't know.
He here.
No,
Hey, yo.
I'm black. Hold up. First off, I'm black. Let's stop all that. All right.
Okay.
But what I was saying is, first off, and I said respectfully because it is respect behind it. But what I said was you assuming shit like a bitch. If I call you a bitch, I call you a bitch, bro. But I ain't call you a bitch. So let's knock that off right
Listen.
there.
It's fine.
But what I'm saying is you assuming shit. No, it do. It do. If you pay attention to what I said, then you understand what I said and there
I
wouldn't
get.
be no
No, I
confusion.
understand what you're
You
saying.
just said, look.
Right.
You keep
Right.
talking. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm a tone it down so I can get the point, bro. But the point is, I said rest in peace, Chuck Berry. I never said Chuck Berry started rock and roll.
Bro,
I
get to the
said that
point.
they
Get to the
took.
point. Get to your point.
Is you gonna let me talk to this man? Damn,
oh
can I get
man.
10 cheerleaders off my ass?
Hey,
Anyway,
lit. For real, G.
Script, just let him go.
script,
Watch out,
Script.
bro.
We on an
Watch out,
app, bro. We on an
lit. I don't
app.
give a fuck. Lit.
We on an
Watch out, G.
app.
script.
Watch out.
There's
Don't
no
call me. Don't call
posturing on the
nobody on this
app. Let him.
stage. No
They
fucking
kicked him
cheerleader.
out again.
All right,
Little
that's enough
nigga.
of that, man.
All right.
This isn't gonna get positive, so let's just move on. There's a couple new people on the stage. Shout out to Punch. Shout out to
Shout
Nino
out to
Bless.
MC Search. That's the
Shout out
first
exactly.
person.
Uh,
The
MC
homie, MC Search. What up,
MC
Search?
Search, what up, man? Punch, what up? Nino, what up?
Much love, MC Search.
Yo,
Punch, what
Punch.
up?
What's good? Yo, Punch. What's good, God?
What's
What's
poppin'? What's
good, bro?
going on?
Hey, I wanna.
Ain't shit
Hey, I just sorry. I
personal.
just jumped back in. I
Punch
want to
just
hear
be
what
laying
Surf
back
has to
in the
say on
cut.
this. I really want to hear what Surf got to say.
I obviously I came in this room to hear a lot of very intelligent and smart human beings that I respect a great deal talk about something that has been, brought to my attention since I'm 10 years old, because when I got involved in hip hop, there was no hip hop. There was just b-boying and rapping on stages and people doing graffiti on trains, and there was no ecosystem. There was no platform for all of us to make a living in this culture. So I was brought up to believe from the people in front of me that you were not supposed to be white and rap. There was no place for you in the culture, that the culture was black culture, that the music was black music. And I respected that because that's what I was told by the people that allowed me the benefit to be around them in the culture. And it wasn't really until like 84, 85 when I started rhyming in front of my friends and being able to show them the skills that I had, that they said, you know what, you should start battling in different projects. And that's how I cut my teeth in this culture was that I would literally battle other MCs. You know, even when we got our deal at Def Jam, I'll never forget that the guy who was in charge of promotion, Wes Party Johnson, told me that if we were going to bump some black artists off of black radio and he was going to take a bunch of crackers to black radio, that I better know those programmers forward and backward. And he threw a R&R at me and he threw a billboard and he told me that I had 6 weeks to study before I went on the road. And this was 1988, so there was no internet, there was no computers. And so I went to the New York Public Library and I studied every black music director, program director, operations manager, DJ. We earned our spot. You know, we earned our spot so I wouldn't have to feel the guilt knowing that Step Into the AM or Gasface was taking the place of a Public Enemy record or a Slick Rick record at radio. And that, to me, was an incredible badge of honor. That was something that I carried with me. I felt like I had to protect the culture at all costs because there were so many men and women of color that gave their spot up for mine. And that's why we went so hard at Vanilla Ice. And it's even why we went so hard at Hammer, because he dissed Run DMC. You know, how do you diss the men that gave us the platform to do what we did? And, you know, fast forward to 2020, and I'm watching TV with my beautiful black Puerto Rican wife, and I'm thinking about my African American, Puerto Rican, Polish, Jewish kids, and I'm watching Love and Hip Hop, and I'm wondering what the fuck happened to my culture? Like, what the fuck happened to the thing that I protected so much? Like, what happened?
Hey, MC Search.
Yeah.
Listen, I agree with a lot of what you just said, but I'm gonna have to push back on one thing and one major thing.
Sure.
You said you sitting on the couch with your beautiful wife, and your beautiful kids, and you watching you watching Love and Hip Hop and asking what happened to our culture. That's extremely disrespectful. That's extremely disrespectful on two instances. Number one, you was the host on the White Rapper show. That's no better than Love and Hip Hop. That's point one. And number two is what
This motherfucker is so hostile, bro. Sheesh. And then I'm gonna let him fuck. I'm gonna let him finish talking. I'm gonna let him finish talking.
whatever's happening on Love and Hip Hop, that's black people business. That is what black people, it don't matter how anybody else feel. That's for black people to decide how we feel about that. That's not for nobody. And I don't care how much work you've done, how much research you put in, that will never validate a white person or anybody that's not black questioning what black people are doing with other black people. That I just won't stand for that. That's crazy. And if nobody else is gonna say nothing, that's on them. That's fine. If it didn't bother them, that's fine. But as a black person, that's crazy. You can't, as a white man, at any time, you could say fuck hip hop and you gonna be good. Those people on Love and Hip Hop, no matter if I agree with what they doing, no matter what any other black person agree what they doing, they can't be questioned by a white person.
Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, man, dog. So basically, get this straight. So basically, since it's all just black folk, because everybody on Love and Hip Hop is involved with some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as, I don't even watch the shit no more. It's just messy, fucking whack ass entertainment. There's no substance. There's no value to it. It's just a bunch of noise. But some motherfuckers embarrassing themselves for a check. That's what Love and Hip Hop is to me. A black man saying that, right? So essentially, what he's saying is that if you are not the same race of another group, and this group of people are doing things that the majority of other motherfuckers would think is a little off. You're not allowed to speak on that just because you ain't black. If it's a bunch of Asians looking crazy and you ain't Asian, you can't say nothing about it. If it's a bunch of white people doing some shit crazy, you can't say shit about it. Like this motherfucker is the definition of fucking racist, bruh. The definition, dog. I mean, there's levels to it. And he's like the extreme level of racism, bro. Like, damn, dog. I never heard nobody just so openly verbal about the shit the way he is. I don't give a fuck. You white. If you see black people doing crazy shit, you can't say nothing about it because you white. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. He just totally comfortable. This motherfucker delusional. This motherfucker is delusional.
That has
Well,
nothing to do with nothing.
Damn.
let me answer
Damn.
that in two parts.
Damn.
Part one is the White Rapper Show was not a show to find the best white rapper. The White Rapper Show was a social experiment to show black people how far white people have come from the original culture. That's why there wasn't a second season or a third season, because the black men that created that show.
Oh, that was a punch. That was a bar. He said the black men that created that show. That was a shot back at Mouse. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. This show you calling white came from a black man, dog. So what the fuck? What you got to say now, motherfucker?
Didn't want that to be a show that proselytized white rappers. The idea of the show was to show that all these people that claim that they were white MCs were so far removed from 1520 Sedgwick Boulevard that they didn't even really understand what hip hop was. That's A. The second thing that you talked about having an opinion, it's on public television. So I'm entitled as a person that what, but I gave you the, let me just finish my thought.
Okay.
Let me just finish my thought real quick. I won't take long. My opinion about what I see under the guise of hip hop is based on what I was taught by the people that allowed me the ability to be involved in hip hop. And hip hop is based on a very basic construct of MCing, graffiti, breakdancing, b-boying, and doing the knowledge. Now,
Not no more. Not no more. That's how it used to be. Not no more, bro. Not no more. But I get what he's saying, dog. It's they got an old archaic way of looking at things.
now, if you want that show to be about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you want that to be about relationships between rappers, if you want to call it anything else you want to call it, that's fine. And that's not where the comment is being made. My comment is being made on the title of the show. And the person who created the show and the person behind the person that created the show understand what the actual title is. And the commercialization of the title is what I'm questioning.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the people and how they live their lives.
He could have. He would be totally within his right to say whatever he wants to say about what is on public TV. Everybody can see that. If it was just if only black people can see that shit, then I guess Mouse would have a fucking point, but it's not the case. Everybody can see that fucking show. And everybody can develop their own opinion and everybody can say whatever the fuck they want to say about it. Freedom of speech. Fuck freedom of speech. Just just being a human. You know what I'm saying? If you see some fucked up shit, you're allowed to fucking speak on it, regardless of who the fuck you are. I don't give a damn. I wish a motherfucker would say some shit like that to me, bro. I wish somebody from another race would say some shit like that to me, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Like, he's so fucking hostile, dog. So fucking hostile, bro.
I'm just talking about the concept of the title.
Okay, so real quick, rub me the wrong way too. And search. I don't have to qualify this for anybody on this. Me and you talk. We get on the phone. You my guy. That is. So I understand what you're saying. First of all, the show was created by a black woman. So once again, it that in and of itself. I'm not here to defend Love and Hip Hop or defend nothing that go on Love and Hip Hop. The show is called Love and Hip Hop, not hip hop culture. The 5 ways that mean the spiritual guidance of the streets and graffiti and stuff like that. It's a show about the shit that happens there, and it is. And this is kind of the thing about this room that's uncomfortable for me. It's and I don't. This room, when we made this room, it's not necessarily that I agree with Mouse, but what I'm saying is that it is uncomfortable for me to endeavor into something and share a cultural link where people can look at a bunch of black people on TV and go, they're disrespecting my culture. That's, bro, like, I don't know how, as a black man, I'm supposed to not be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like when I hear that, that has nothing to do
Just
with you.
pretend he's Joe Biden, man.
Shut up.
No, it's not even. But let me.
Shut up. Shut up.
No, but let me.
Wow,
Let
bro.
me.
Shut
Let
up.
me
We was
say.
doing
Let
so
me.
good, Los.
It's not even Los.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, what's wrong with him saying that? What's wrong with him saying that it's his culture? It is his culture. It is his culture. Just because he ain't black don't mean it's not. He ain't part of the culture, bro. Damn, dog. Damn. I mean, this shit is some eye opening ass shit, bro. Because I never thought about fucking race so much. I never thought about race. It's not something I sit here and think about race and fucking hip hop. I guess I do a lot lately because of all this Eminem bullshit going on. I just thought motherfuckers hated Eminem because he white, because he's like top notch, killing everybody and shit. And motherfuckers feel type of way about that. But motherfuckers literally got a problem with other motherfuckers that are not black representing the culture and claim and take it and want to claim ownership of the culture when they was raised from day one in that culture, bro. Like just like Buddy said, the one motherfucker they kicked out. It's about what's in you, not what's on you, bro. That's fucking fact. And everybody else is talking like the opposite. It's about what's on you, not what's in you, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Shut up.
Damn. But let me just put it. Let me just put it like
Just
this.
pretend
And
he's Joe
let.
Biden.
It's not even the same thing, by the way. But whatever.
But let me.
Not even
Shut up.
remotely.
That was a
Jesus.
good one.
Let me.
Shut up, bro.
Let me just say this. And
Oh.
again, I think
And he's trying so hard to choose his words carefully. You can tell he's really specific about the words he's choosing to use because he don't want to set nobody up. Because motherfuckers ready to jump down his throat if he say one thing that could be misinterpreted another fucking way. You know what I'm saying? He's vulnerable as fuck, and a bunch of guys. He's like he's in a fucking den with a bunch of lions ready to fucking bite his fucking head off. Sound like, bro.
that
And this motherfucker has been representing the culture longer than anybody. He sound like he been around. He was rapping in the '80s. All these other motherfuckers that's talking sound relatively young, bro. So I'm like, all right, bro. All right, man.
conversation isn't about how you feel. I can, and because I'm only speaking for myself.
Sure.
I can only talk about where I'm from, and where I'm from is I saw this culture get built from the first bricks.
Imagine how hard it was for him to goddamn be brought into it. If these motherfuckers this hostile about this shit now, imagine how hostile motherfuckers was back then. He had to go through all that shit. This is like fake hostility right now. It's just like motherfuckers claiming ownership or something and want to kick everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't relate, bro. I can't relate, dog. I can't relate, man. I cannot relate.
Everything that you all benefit from, and my opinion is solely based on what I witnessed. I witnessed
Mm.
brothers like Umar and Doom reading the Book of Life in Prospect Park,
Don't know what the fuck you talking
teaching
about.
me
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
about the circumference of the earth. I saw my brothers go from their government names to their God names. I saw my
Mm.
brothers and sisters go from wearing whatever they were wearing to wearing hijabs and following Ansar Allah traditions and Muslim traditions, to vinyl, to the radio, to where it is today. So I can't speak for other white men. I don't know what's in their heart. I can only share with you what's in my heart. And my heart is in the purest sense of loving this culture in
Right.
all of its facets.
And
I
then
mean,
it's low key like you can't win, bro. You can't win, dog. Like out of all the fucking white boys that I would feel like they would welcome into hip hop. They're not even welcoming this motherfucker into hip hop. He was here from day one, and he wants the fucking culture to be 100% authentic and black and all that shit. He wants it to be that way from how he's sounding. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I have issue with that just because of how open hip hop is today. You know what I'm saying? He has a pigeonhole way of looking at things as far as hip hop is concerned, which is cool. That's fine. Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I would feel like they would be welcoming of that. That's what they want. Motherfucker, a white boy representing the culture, respecting, pretty much bowing down to black folks in the culture. That's how he sounds like he wants to be, even though he shouldn't have to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It's all the other shit like the white boys outside of the authentic culture of hip hop is I feel like these motherfuckers have issues with that are not representing the culture in the way they feel is like required.
I'm going to share something with y'all that I've never shared outside my house. I raised my son, my black son, that if you had to defile my name to run the Nation of Islam, do it. Because if your purpose as a man is to run the Nation of Islam, if that's your calling and you have to devote your life to the Nation of Islam and you have to refute the white part of your heritage, do it.
See, he's trying to get them to come to his side. Fuck all that, man. Fuck all that, bro. Keep that shit to yourself, bro. I get it. I get it. That shit went in one ear and out the other, bro. They don't give a fuck. They give two shits about what he just said.
That every pain, every anguish, every ancestral issue from 1619 has been studied in this house, has been looked at from all aspects. My daughter had a gun pulled on her in a private neighborhood in Windermere because she was of color. And the cop was 30 yards away because she had a box in her hand coming out of our house that we just moved into, and she didn't look like she belonged there.
So you
So
wearing
please,
her? So you
with
wearing
all
her?
the love in my heart,
So, Search, real
don't
quick.
get it
Search, it
fucked
sounds
up
like you're
about
wearing.
where I rest.
No,
Yeah,
Search,
but
Search.
it
I
sounds
get
like
it.
you're wearing. Hold on, Van. Hold on, because
Okay.
this is really, and it's like I don't care if somebody thinks disrespectful because it's really not come from a disrespectful place. I'm
It
just
is.
addressing what I'm hearing.
It is.
And what I'm hearing right now is what we hear from every white person that has some type of proximity to black.
Oh, bro. Oh, that fool really just said that. He said this. This is what we hear from every white person that feels like they got some proximity to black people. There's not a lot of I don't know a lot of white people that can relate to black folks the way this motherfucker is describing right now, man. Married a black woman, got black kids, all this shit, willing for his son to give up his white heritage to represent the Nation of Islam and shit like that. You talking about like less than 1% of white people that are dealing with that shit. And this fool gonna minimize everything he just said and say that's what all white people say. Like I said, that's all the shit he just said just went in one ear and out the other. He did not have to disclose all the information to them because they just ready to eat his shit. No matter what the fuck he sue, no matter what the fuck he do, no matter what the fuck he say, they don't give a fuck. They don't care, they could care less.
People, when we start to hold motherfuckers accountable, or when we start talking about some real shit that cannot be argued. So you talking about your kids that are black, that has nothing to do with this conversation here.
It absolutely
you
does.
wearing their trauma in here ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
It absolutely does.
It has nothing to do with it because the question is, do they belong in hip hop? What happened to your kids have nothing to do with it. What happened to your daughter?
Does because
what happened
the
to your daughter is a
assimilation.
dichotomy.
Because what you're
You
talking
gotta hear.
about,
You not listen. This is what I'm talking
no, I
about.
am. I'm
You in a
very
space.
clear.
You in a
I'm
space where
listening
we
loud
talk about.
and clear.
You in a space where I know you've been alive longer than me, but I've been black longer than you.
Oh Lord. Ah, bro. This shit is painful to listen to. This shit is painful to listen to, dog. This is painful to listen to, bro. I ain't never heard a black man talk like this before. I ain't never heard a black man talk like this before. Like he's not saying anything. He ain't saying anything. He's just the hostile, angry black man. Hostile, angry black man. He not saying anything of merit. He ain't saying anything that means anything. I'm black. You not. You can't do what the fuck I do. You can't relate to what the fuck I relate to. Ah, bruh. It's like I have nothing to compare it to, bro. I've never heard anybody talk like this before. I mean, I've heard all the black men struggles. I'm a black man. I've gone through all the motherfucking struggles that most black men go through, bro. You know what I'm saying? And with all that being said, I have never ran to somebody or heard somebody talk like this, dog. Never in my motherfucking life, bro. And this fool got a platform to be just spewing all this hatred out like this, man. This shit ain't good, bro. This shit ain't good. He got some type of clout to be on this platform with other motherfuckers that seem like they got a actual influence hip hop. Like King Los is in here. King Los knows who Mouse is, bro, and he's letting this motherfucker just spew this bullshit out like this, bro. It's crazy.
Can't tell me nothing about being black.
He's not trying to say nothing about being black. He's not trying to tell you nothing about being black. That never came out of his mouth. Never came out of his mouth. He's trying to tell you how he thinks hip hop is. He's trying to tell you how hip hop used to be and comparing it to what he sees today. What's wrong with him saying that? What's wrong with him saying that? He ain't say nothing about nobody being black.
You're absolutely right.
And by the way,
you're absolutely right.
Man. So in this space where I am telling you as a black person that your kids' trauma or what they went through don't got nothing to do with this hip hop conversation. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it.
But you just said to me a while ago that I can't understand what it's like.
You can't. Your kids can understand. You can look on and be empathetic.
So I can be. So as an empathetic,
your empathy is not the experienced trauma.
What does that matter? What does that matter?
You're empathetic. I get that. I respect that. You're empathetic. Now, also would question if you're empathetic because they black or you empathetic because they're your kids. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, bruh. Damn. He's talking to this motherfucking father about his children, bro. Damn, dog. Damn, bruh.
I also would question if you're empathetic because they black or you empathetic because they're your kids, but that's neither here nor there. You empathetic, but you don't understand. The gun wasn't pulled on you. You don't understand. You get to go in, no matter how much you love your kids, you get to walk down the street as a white man. That situation will never happen to you. You get to have this conversation.
Wait a minute. So let's just fall back a second. For you to think that I haven't had a gun pulled on me because I look
no,
not because you're black. It was pulled on you, but not because you're black.
He's in a lose-lose. He shouldn't have said that. He in a lose-lose, man. He in a lose-lose, bro. I mean, I respect him for trying to stand up to these motherfuckers, dog, but he's in a lose-lose. He shouldn't have said that.
No. And this is really the important part of this conversation because I think how do you
tell black people?
No. You're not letting me. Let me finish.
Hold on.
Let me finish. Just let me finish 1 second. Let me finish. Just let me finish 1 second. Because you're taking what I'm. All I am saying is, I want to simplify. I want to bring it back.
No, it doesn't need to be simplified though. But see, Serge.
They are so hostile. He's not trying to be hostile with them at all. And I know what the fuck it is, bro. I know what the fuck it is. Only thing I can relate to with the people that are speaking, they're both speaking in support of black people. Like nobody's saying anything to disrespect the other race, even though it shouldn't be about race. It should be about hip hop, and hip hop has no race. Today, hip hop has no race. Point blank, period. Hip hop has no race. As long as everybody can acknowledge where the fuck hip hop came from, that's not going nowhere. That's the history of it. It's not going nowhere. You can't change the history. Everybody knows where the fuck it came from. But what's wrong with everybody being part of hip hop? That's the fucking issue, dog. But now they changed this shit. It changed this shit into a whole race war, bro. A whole race war with somebody who's in support of the black community. With somebody who has a black family. With somebody who has black kids, and they're minimizing everything this motherfucker has experienced, trying to be empathetic, trying to relate, trying to see, through their perspective. Even though they're right, it's impossible to see through the eyes of a black man if you're not black. But he never said that was the case. They're forcing that on him, bro. Like he never said anything about I know how it feels to be black and go through the travesties that black men go through. He never fucking said that, bro. But they so quick to jump on him because they're speaking from emotion. They're speaking from emotion. I've been there before. When you blind, you see red, and all you want to do is try to articulate the pain you've gone through as a black man. You just get on offense mode. You just get on offense mode, want to bite somebody's fucking head off, and that's how they fucking doing this dude right now. And he's calm. He's speaking clear. He's trying to choose his words. But I feel bad for this motherfucker, dog, because this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. This is not a good representation of hip hop. It's not good representation of black community. It's not good representation of us trying to progress to a better, society, dog. It's just molding more of this racist monster that we have here, man. And I just never seen this shit before, bro. I never seen somebody like Mouse, dog. I never heard someone like that. I never seen someone like that. No matter what the fuck you say to him, the main thing is I'm black, you ain't. Don't fucking talk to me. It's crazy.
Hold on,
Go ahead,
Search.
Vinny.
You gotta let
Go
me
ahead,
talk. You
Vinny.
gotta let me talk real quick.
No, please go
So,
ahead. Please, I'm
so
listening.
okay.
Please.
So there's a couple things here. Number one,
Hmm.
the do you hear the tenor in
Yes,
which you're speaking to the room? Okay.
absolutely.
So you said something a little while ago, and I think it's something that we can key on. You said, I watched the bricks get built on the culture that you guys are on, or you guys are all benefiting from, or something to that line, right?
Including myself, right? That
Including
we are
yourself.
all benefiting from. That's what I
But
said.
here's the
We,
thing. But here's the thing,
the.
though. But
Mhm.
I know. But you didn't watch them get built because that's not where they were built.
Really?
They weren't built there. They were
Okay.
built by those guys. Those guys were built by pain and a suffering and a
Hmm.
lineage that you don't know anything about. So what you watch was those guys, a new
Okay.
generation of people, express emotions to America and
Right.
build a culture from something that's foreign to you. And the first thing that we have to get people to do in order to respect us
Uh huh.
is for them to acknowledge that they aren't us. So like
Right.
the first thing we have to get people to do in order to
Hmm.
respect us, because what happens to black people?
What does that mean, though? What does that mean, given the context of this conversation? The first thing we have to do to get people to respect us is to get people to see that they aren't us. The first thing we need to get people to do to respect us is get people to see that they aren't us. Clearly, motherfuckers know that they aren't us if we're talking about how we are treated in America. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck. I think he's saying that MC, the white man talking, MC is essentially wanting to be black because he feels like he represents the hip hop community. And this guy is saying you can never represent the hip hop community the way we represent the hip hop community because you aren't black. And why does it have to be taken that deep? The history of hip hop will never go anywhere. It's not. It's cemented, bro. It's never gonna fucking change, dog. Everybody knows what the fuck it is. Especially the black community know what the fuck it is. It came from us. It came from us. We always gonna have that, bro. But the fact that we have everybody wanting to be a part of it means everything, dog. So that should make a motherfucker feel great. Like if motherfuckers was opposing it, oh, that's black. It came from blackness. It came from struggle. It came from pain. We don't want no part of that. Then how would you fucking feel? But the fact that you got people that are dying to be part of the hip hop community, you got people that from other races that feel like they are part of the hip hop community, a part of that culture, and you saying that since you don't identify with the struggle and the pain and all that shit, you can't do it. You can't pretend to be us. It's not what they're doing. Everybody knows where hip hop came from. Everybody love hip hop, dog. Rock came from black artists, country came from black artists, jazz came from black artists, and all that shit came and turned into what it's turned into, bro. So why are we reverting back in time trying to live like in archaic times, bringing up all this divide? All this is doing is causing divide. All this is doing is causing divide. When motherfuckers need to come together, it's causing divide. And what music does and what hip hop does, this hits so home for me now at this point because there's reaction shit, bro, where I got this reach to talk to everybody around the world. And the one major highlight, the one major thing, the most major thing I can pull out of this reaction shit, bro, is the influence and the reach that hip hop has, bro. This shit touches everybody around the fucking world, bro. I got people I talk to around the fucking world. Why? Because of hip hop. Because of hip hop, dog. And if we were trying to revert back to this shit and kicking motherfuckers out because they ain't the culture, they ain't black, you're doing yourself. We're doing the black community a disservice. We're doing the world a disservice. Because hip hop brings us together. It brings us together. It's getting rid of that divide. And these motherfuckers are reverting back to this shit, trying to cause a divide. What is understood doesn't need to be said, bruh. What is understood doesn't need to be said. And I say that that's for the black people to identify with hip hop and shit. What we understand does not need to be said, bruh. It doesn't. There's nothing anyone can take away from black people as far as how hip hop started, where it came from. Nothing anybody can do. Nobody can take that away from anybody. Bruh, damn, this is fucking terrible, dog.
What happens to us in this country is people look at us and they think that everything we have is theirs. And do you know why? And do you know why they think that way? Because that's the way it's been.
Oh man.
Everything that we've done to appeal to a mass marketed mainstream culture, right? And we've asked for permission. And so what happens in a situation like this, I don't even think you know you're doing it. You came into this room and you didn't mean to. But as you talk to us, you're dictating to us.
No, he's
You're
not.
telling us what's important.
No, he's not.
You're telling us what we should know.
No, he's not.
I think he was telling.
No, he's not. He was telling them what happened to him back in the day. He's giving you his experiences, bro. He wasn't forcing anything down anybody's throat. So everybody's just so fucking hostile, dog.
Bishop, you gotta let the
What I'm
let's let Van finish.
But so what I'm saying to you is I don't think that you even know that you're doing it. And the thing about this is this part is the legitimately frustrating part about being black. I can't communicate to you that the way that you're speaking to the room on this particular issue isn't proper. I don't have the vocabulary to say, "Hey, man, like what Mouse just said about your daughter and stuff like that." You want the people on this stage right here that are black to go around and have a sob story talk? Do you want us to start lining up funerals and people? Do you want to like? You can't do it unless you've done it. So what we can talk about is the music. And look, listen to Third Base when I was a kid. All of that. But we're having a conversation, and the reality of it is it goes back further than you even think that it does.
Bruh, I don't know, man. They took that shit all the way left, man. All the way left, bruh. He was not trying to identify as black, at least from what I perceived. He was not trying to identify as black. He was in support of the culture, bruh. On the same page as everybody from what I could tell, and these motherfuckers felt some type of way because he felt like he was coming from the same page as them, not being black, but as far as the culture, bruh. He don't want motherfuckers making a mockery of the culture. Anybody can realize that if you were back in the 80s and part of hip hop and see what the fuck it is now. I feel like anybody would be able to rationally identify that change. It was a certain way back then, it's not that way now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way it is now because this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I was taught it was supposed to be. What's wrong with him saying that? He ain't say nothing about being black. He ain't say nothing about where hip hop came from before then. All he was just comparing two time periods, bro. And in support of the culture. You know what I'm saying? All this him dictating this, that, and the third, whatever, man. Like, he wasn't doing none of that shit, bro. Just motherfucker, just hostile. Hostile. We got a lot more work to do, apparently. So, I'm out, man.